Welcome to my views and news. Breaking news is from Kobo Robit front, where a counter offensive was launched by Ethiopian National Defense Force, Amhara Special Forces, after TDF lost a strategic high place to the east of Kobo and Kobo Robit last night. What is the situation on the ground now? Who is in control of Kobo? Who is in control of Kobo Robit? Very tall claims are being made by pro-government news sources. We have some details for you which we have learned. Secondly, curfew has been imposed in Woldia and in another cities. Some restrictions have been imposed on the movement of vehicles and people. Thirdly, Mersa, situated far away from front lines, was today looted by people. Who are the looters? We have clips for you. Where is Mersa? What happened in Mersa in the Amhara region of Ethiopia? Mersa is close to Dassi. We have details for you. Firstly, viewers, Kobo Robit, Wollo, North Wollo zone, Tigray forces took control of Kobo and Kobo Robit yesterday. Tigray military command confirmed the capture of Kobo Robit, and Ethiopian National Defense Force, Ethiopian federal government also confirmed that it withdrew its forces from Kobo because human wave attacks were being launched by Tigray forces, and there were fears that civilians could die in large number. There was fear of urban warfare. That is, according to Ethiopian government, it announced the withdrawal of its forces from Kobo and Kobo Robit. Kobo, they mentioned Kobo. What happened after that? Last night, Tigray forces lost a strategic place situated to the east of Kobo and Kobo Robit. Fokisa. If you remember yesterday's statement by Tigray military command and Getachew, Fokisa is mentioned in that statement. Fokisa is on Amhara-Afar border, part of Zobel mountain range, a mountain. And Afar forces, Ethiopian National Defense Force, they launched a counter-offensive. They managed to take back Fokisa. And after that, a counter-offensive was launched from eastern and southern directions towards Kobo Robit and Kobo, mainly Kobo Robit. Kobo Robit was the first town which was attacked this morning, you can say, early morning. And since then, heavy fighting has been ongoing. So, on the one hand, Ethiopian government was saying that it was withdrawing its troops because there could be civilian casualties in Kobo Robit. On the other hand, it launched a counteroffensive. I concluded yesterday that ENDF's withdrawal was not a tactical withdrawal, it was a retreat. ENDF could not counter TDF's onslaught. And when ENDF got a window of opportunity by seizing Fokisa, it launched a counteroffensive. And since early morning, fighting was going on, heavy fighting on Kobo Robit front. And now reportedly, Tigray forces have been pushed back. How much they've been pushed back, it's not clear. Reportedly, they have lost Kobo Robit. What about Kobo? Who is in control of Kobo? It's not clear, though very tall claims are being made by some pro-government news sources. But we could not confirm that Kobo has changed hands in terms of its control. But reportedly, Tigray forces have been pushed back from Kobo Robit. and overall situation is volatile. Heavy fighting is being reported. Large number of casualties on both sides are being reported. So you'll keep on seeing this up and down in this conflict. Like we saw last year, TDF will advance, it will suffer losses, it will retreat, it will come back once again. If you remember last year, how many times did Tigray Defense Force try to capture Dassi? Several times. TDF launched several offensives on Dassi from different sides, from northern direction, from eastern direction. It tried to envelop Dassi. Ultimately, it managed to take control of Dassi. So you'll keep on seeing this up and down, this advance, retreat in this military campaign by Tigray Defense Force. We'll update you in coming videos if we receive more information from this front. So far, TDF seems to have lost Kobo Robit. And Kobo is volatile. In coming hours, we'll try to update you about Kobo as well. Secondly, viewers, curfew has been imposed in Woldia. In the previous video, I reported about closure of university in Woldia. There is panic in Woldia. Tens of thousands of IDPs have arrived in Woldia from Kobo Robit. And large number of Ethiopian government forces, regional forces, they have also retreated towards Woldia from Kobo Robit. There is chaos in Woldia. Now, city government has imposed curfew. Curfew for limited hours, for specified hours has been imposed in Woldia. Vehicle movement has been banned, people's movement has been banned as well. Display of arms banned, restrictions on carrying weapons, and only security officials, their vehicles will be allowed to move. Situation in Woldia is alarming because large number of IDPs have arrived there, and there are fears that this influx of IDPs could hamper the ability of regional forces, federal forces to defend Woldia. So that is why curfew has been imposed. But is Woldia in imminent danger of fall? Is it about to be taken by Tigray Defense Force? It's not clear since TDF has lost Kobo Robit. That is why Woldia is not going to fall in coming hours, because TDF has been pushed back a little from Kobo Robit towards Kobo. Secondly, a city from Gondar, where some announcements have been made regarding some security restrictions which have been imposed. And the city is Debark. Debark is on North Gondar front, and we know that TDF is in North Gondar. It's in control of some parts of North Gondar. Last year, TDF retreated from Amhara region, but it remained in control of some parts of North Gondar and Amhara. So TDF is there in North Gondar, and there could be some movement towards Debark, towards North Gondar. That is why these new security restrictions have been imposed, which include ban on movement of vehicles. Vehicles will be able to move in just specified hours. Otherwise, vehicle movement is being banned, and patrolling will be intensified, and city residents have been told to cooperate with security forces. Whatever we saw last year in the Amhara region is being seen once again. Curfews being imposed, people being mobilized, restrictions being announced, IDPs being displaced from one place to the other, and government says that it has the ability to defend its people. We saw the same last year as well. Lastly, viewers, Mersa city of Amhara region was vandalized today. People looted shops in Mersa. What happened there? Mersa is not close to the front lines where fighting is ongoing between Tigray forces and Ethiopian National Defense Regional Forces. It is around 80 kilometers away from front lines, but several shops were looted in Mersa today. Conflicting reports are being shared who looted these shops. Some say that IDPs who are being displaced from Kobo Robit, they are involved in this looting. Some are accusing militia members and forces, but it's not clear. That just shows that this chaos, which is starting to engulf Amhara region, will spread across this region into afar as well if this war goes on. But last night, Amhara president said that the region was left with no option but to fight. He said door to peace was closed because TPLF was anti-peace, it was intransigent, and it had rejected all peace measures adopted by Ethiopian federal government. So Amhara government wants to fight as well. Tigray wants to fight too. Both could not resolve their core issue. Western Tigray, Volkayt, still unresolved. How can this fighting come to an end when core issues have not been addressed so far? Watch this video from Mersa where shops can be seen looted by unknown people. Thank you for watching.
ሰሜን ወሎ ተሸጠች ፋሩጌ ያሳዝናል ወላሂ በስንት መከራ የተቋቋምነውን ወላሂ ነው የለማይ ልጅ